Greetings from South Korea. I am Arirang News AI anchor. Here is the news making headlines today. South Korea's benchmark KOSPI showed extreme volatility on Wednesday, with the index declining by more than 6% at one point during morning trading. Amid the sharp decline, a sidecar was triggered, a measure that's activated when the KOSPI 200 futures index rises or falls by 5% or more, for at least 1 minute. The sell-off mirrored an overnight decline in U.S. markets, where major indices, including the Nasdaq, fell over 2% as profit-taking hit technology stocks. The KOSPI, however, recovered some of its losses during trading in the afternoon and closed at over 4,004 points, 2.85% lower than Tuesday's close. Also on Wednesday, the dollar-won exchange rate hit a 7-month high, with the US dollar closing at around 1,450 Korean won. The U.S. government shutdown has entered its 36th day, the longest in American history, with the Senate deadlocked over a Democratic filibuster blocking a spending bill. President Donald Trump is pressing Republicans to end the standoff by eliminating the filibuster, but party leaders have resisted, warning it could backfire. The debate comes as Democrats swept key races in Virginia, New Jersey, and New York City. These results are widely seen as an early rebuke of Trump's leadership amid the ongoing shutdown. The 2026 budget review kicked off with a public hearing on Wednesday at the Nat'l Assembly. The Special Committee on Budget and Accounts invited economic experts who presented analyses on the fiscal outlook and further discussed the potential economic stimulus and the long-term fiscal soundness of the proposed spending. The committee will be incorporating these expert opinions into its subsequent deliberations, with the ruling party vowing to defend the government's original proposal and the opposition calling for cuts to what they call cash handouts. The political battle is to continue. Mamdani has been elected as the 111th mayor of New York City. On Tuesday, the 34-year-old Democratic candidate also became the first Muslim and Indian American to fill the role to lead the biggest city in the U.S., in one of the biggest upsets in U.S. election history. The voter turnout on Tuesday was also the highest the city has seen in 50 years, with more than 2 million votes cast. Of that, Mamdani won with a commanding lead, with over 50% of all votes. During his campaign, Mamdani, a state lawmaker from Queens and a Democratic socialist, proposed a rent freeze, making all city buses fast and free, establishing city-run grocery stores to lower food costs, and providing universal childcare. The U.S. Navy's nuclear-powered aircraft carrier, the USS George Washington, is currently docked on the southern coast of South Korea, signaling a strong defense posture between the two allied nations. South Korea's Navy said Wednesday that the ship has stopped by Busan Naval Operations Base for logistical loading and rest. The 4-vessel carrier strike group also includes the USS Robert Smalls, a guided missile cruiser, and 2 destroyers equipped with Aegis combat systems, the USS Milius, and USS Shute. The South Korean Navy said the port call will enhance military exchanges and help further strengthen the combined defense posture of the ROK-US alliance. That is all from me today. Thank you for watching.